Star Trek Enterprise Season 4 finale and why fans still hate Captain Archer's final episode explained. When Star Trek Enterprise premiered in 2001, it promised to explore the earliest days of Starfleet and the United Federation of Planets, giving fans a look at humanity's first steps into deep space. For 4 uneven but ambitious seasons, the show built toward that lofty vision, gradually developing its own voice after a shaky start. By Season 4, under showrunner Manny Coto, Enterprise had finally hit its stride, delivering arcs that tied into classic Star Trek lore while exploring new frontiers. Yet, instead of ending on a triumphant note, the series finale, These Are the Voyages, landed with such disappointment that many fans still resent it to this day. So why does Captain Jonathan Archer's final episode inspire more anger than nostalgia? The answer lies in what it chose to prioritize, and, perhaps more importantly, what it chose to ignore. The setup. A meta-finale that wasn't about Enterprise. These Are the Voyages aired on May 13, 2005, and was billed as a Valentine to fans. On paper, it sounded like a celebration of all things Star Trek. The episode framed the events of the Enterprise finale as a historical holodeck simulation, viewed centuries later by Commander William Riker and Counselor Deanna Troi aboard the Next Generation era Enterprise D. The problem? That framing device immediately pulled the focus away from Captain Archer, Topol, and the NX-01 crew. Instead of giving Scott Bakula's Archer a proper farewell, the spotlight shifted to characters from another series entirely. What should have been a finale about Enterprise became an unexpected, and, to many, unwelcome epilogue for the Next Generation. For fans who had followed Archer's journey through Time Wars, Xindi attacks, and the rough beginnings of interstellar diplomacy, this felt like a betrayal. It wasn't their story being told, it was someone else's. Archer's anticlimactic ending. One of the most frustrating aspects of the finale is how little attention it gives to Captain Archer himself. After years of struggles, his leadership was supposed to culminate in the signing of the Federation Charter, the historic moment that united humans, Vulcans, Andorians, and Tellarites into the United Federation of Planets. Instead, the episode skips the ceremony altogether. Viewers are left watching Archer prepare for the speech, only for the scene to fade before he delivers it. For a character who was positioned as the father of Starfleet's future, this was the ultimate anticlimax. Fans had invested 4 years in watching Archer evolve from an eager explorer to a seasoned diplomat and commander. To deny him, and them, the satisfaction of that pivotal speech felt like a disservice not just to his character, but to the entire series. The controversial death of Trip Tucker. If sidelining Archer wasn't bad enough, the finale also shocked fans with the sudden death of Commander Charles Trip Tucker. Trip's sacrifice, protecting Archer from assassins, should have been a heroic and emotional high point. But the execution fell flat. For one, the threat itself felt underwhelming, generic antagonists who posed no real weight in the broader story. For another, Trip's death came across as unnecessary, almost arbitrary. It lacked the narrative buildup or resonance of other iconic Star Trek deaths, like Spock in The Wrath of Khan. Worse still, the holodeck framing meant his death was immediately distanced from the audience, framed as a historical footnote rather than a raw, lived moment. Many fans argued it cheapened his character arc and robbed the crew of the emotional closure they deserved. Why fans still resent it? Looking back, the anger toward These Are the Voyages isn't just about one bad episode, it's about missed opportunities. Season 4 of Enterprise had laid a strong foundation. Stories like the Vulcan Reformation, the Augments arc, and the Orion Syndicate episodes had woven tighter connections to the broader Star Trek universe. Fans were finally seeing the show blossom into the prequel it was always meant to be. To cap that off with a finale that sidelined its main cast, rushed through its most important event, and killed off a beloved character without meaning left audiences feeling cheated. Instead of celebrating Enterprise, it felt like the series was reduced to a footnote in service of the Next Generation. Even actors from the show have voiced their displeasure. Connor Trinneer Trip and Scott Bakula Archer have both acknowledged fan frustrations, with Bakula admitting he wished Archer had been given a stronger send-off. A legacy in spite of its ending. Despite its finale, Enterprise has found renewed appreciation in recent years. Many fans now consider Season 4 among the best stretches of pre-Discovery Star Trek, with its tighter continuity and love for the franchise's history. And while Archer's last official scene disappointed, the character lives on in fandom as the Federation's crucial pioneer. Later shows, like Star Trek, Discovery and Strange New Worlds, have also nodded to